Who wants tacos? Hey y'all, I'm Becky, and I love sharing simple, plant-based comfort food recipes. Don't you just love taco night? Tacos are such a warm, satisfying dinner. And they're so versatile and easy to make. Warm up your tortillas, pile on your fillings, add your toppings of choice, and dinner is ready. You can make one main filling option, and then everyone can mix and match their toppings to build their ideal taco. Perfect for picky eaters. These are a few of the easy flavor-packed taco recipes that I've been making for my family lately. Let me know what your favorite vegan tacos are in the comments. Let's make barbecue black bean tacos. Barbecue black bean tacos have this amazing flavor from sticky barbecue sauce and these zesty pickled onions, and then you can add whatever taco toppings you like. They're a one-pan dinner that takes less than half an hour to make. The textures and flavors in these tacos are just amazing. I can't wait for you to try them. The first thing you want to do is make the quick pickled onions. Slice up some red onion nice and thin, then stuff it into a jar with a smashed garlic clove. You don't have to mince the garlic clove, just kind of smash it so it opens up and all that garlicky goodness will come out while the pickles are marinating. Add the garlic clove to your jar too, along with some apple cider vinegar, sugar, salt, black peppercorns, and a little crushed red pepper for heat. Now heat up some water either on the stovetop or in the microwave, and then pour that over the onions just until they're completely submerged in liquid. Then close the jar and shake it really well so it'll mix everything together and help the sugar and salt dissolve. Set those aside to marinate while you make your barbecue black bean filling. You can use this filling in tacos like I am, but it's also great in burritos. I've also served it over like shredded lettuce for kind of a salad situation. You can do it in wraps, so feel free to take this filling and have a lot of fun with it. If you don't have black beans, you can do this with pinto beans or chickpeas too. Heat some oil in your frying pan over medium-high, then add some chopped onion, bell pepper, and garlic, and a little bit of salt. Cook until the onion and peppers start to brown just a little bit on the edges, and you want to be stirring once in a while to make sure that that garlic doesn't burn. Now add your black beans and barbecue sauce to the pan and cook for a little bit longer. You want to cook until the barbecue sauce is clinging to the black beans and everything is heated through. It should just take a few minutes. Now we're ready to assemble our tacos. Warm some flour tortillas either in the oven or the toaster oven or the microwave. Then pile on those sticky barbecue black beans. Add some pickled onions to your tacos and then use whatever other toppings you like. I like to top them with a little vegan sour cream, a little vegan cheddar, and then a sprinkle of cilantro. But you can also top them with chopped tomato, with green onions. You could top them with salsa. Use what you have to keep this dinner as budget-friendly as possible. These tacos are just absolutely amazing. You've got those soft tortillas and then those savory black beans with that sweet sticky sauce. And then you have the crunchy, tangy onions, and then whatever creamy and veggie crunchy toppings you want to add. They are so delicious. Let's make some mushroom tacos. I'm spreading taco stuff all over. What a mess. These mushroom tacos are amazing. They've got this hearty, savory, mushroomy filling, and you top them with this fresh, herbal, zesty chimichurri sauce. It is such an amazing flavor and texture combination, especially when you add some fresh veggies in for crunch. Start by cooking your mushrooms. Heat some oil over medium-high heat in a large skillet. Once the oil is hot, add onion and garlic and a good pinch of salt. The salt helps the onions release moisture and it helps them cook more quickly. Let those cook just until the onions start to turn translucent. Then add your mushrooms along with the rest of the salt and all of the spices. Let that cook, stirring occasionally until the mushrooms get tender. Just like with the onions, the salt helps the mushrooms release moisture, and they're gonna release quite a bit of moisture during cooking. But if your pan does dry out, you can add a little splash of water to prevent sticking. While the onions and mushrooms are cooking, make your quick chimichurri sauce. Toss fresh parsley and fresh cilantro into your food processor along with all of the other chimichurri sauce ingredients. Then process that until you have an even, chunky mixture. You're kind of going for a pesto-like texture, and you may need to stop and scrape down the sides of your food processor a few times. This is a small chimichurri recipe, so larger food processors like mine might have a little trouble getting to everything, and scraping down the sides really helps with that. Once your mushrooms are nice and tender, it's taco time! Grab some warmed tortillas, pile on your mushroom mixture, then sprinkle some fresh veggies on top. I'm using shredded cabbage from a bag of tricolor coleslaw, but you can use shredded lettuce, you can shred up your own cabbage, you could do carrots, any crunchy veggies you like. Then top it off with plenty of that chimichurri sauce, and you're ready to serve. I like to dish these up with some refried beans on the side because these tacos are delicious and satisfying and veggie-packed, but they're a little light on protein. If tacos aren't your jam, make this into a bowl meal. Put the mushrooms over some rice, add that chimichurri and some crunchy veggies on top, and dinner is ready. These tacos are just absolutely delicious. The tender mushrooms with all of that seasoning and the chimichurri just brings like a fresh flavor to the dish, and that little bit of shredded cabbage for crunch. Ugh, so good. You can make the filling for these tacos a day ahead and just warm it up when you're ready to serve. And you can make the chimichurri like way ahead. It keeps for like a week in the fridge. Let's make plantain tacos. These plantain tacos are an explosion of flavor. They've got sweet plantains with those crispy edges, savory black beans seasoned with coriander, these zesty pickled onions and creamy avocado. Every bite is just a party in your mouth. I'm a maduros girl from way back. I grew up in Fort Lauderdale where you could find sweet plantains everywhere, and I am absolutely obsessed with them. The most common way that you prepare sweet plantains is to fry them in oil, but I find that to be kind of messy, and so I prefer to bake them. That works out great for these plantain tacos because then you can warm up the seasoned black beans on the pan too and save yourself time, effort, and dirty dishes. The first thing you need to do is make sure that your plantain is ripe enough. A plantain might look banana adjacent, but a ripe plantain actually looks more like an overripe banana. You want a lot of black spots on there. In fact, the plantain I'm using here is good, but it could be even riper. Transfer your plantain to a mixing bowl. Then add olive oil, red wine vinegar, coriander, and salt. Mix that up really well, and you're gonna find that you have way more liquid than you need, and that's on purpose. Transfer those plantains to a lined baking sheet, but don't pour out the liquid from the bowl. We're gonna use that in a second. Now, bake those plantains, flipping once halfway through baking so they brown on both sides. Pour a drained can of black beans into the same bowl that you used to season your plantains and toss them in the remaining liquid, then set those aside to marinate. Now let's pickle some onions. Slice up some red onion and put it into a half-pint jar. In a small saucepan on the stove, combine water with apple cider vinegar, sugar, and salt. Stir well and then heat that up just until the salt and sugar dissolve. Then pour the hot vinegar mixture over the onions and set those aside to marinate as well. When the plantains look like they're almost ready, pull them out of the oven, then move them to one side of the baking pan and add the black beans to the other side of the baking pan and spread the beans out really well. Now pop that back in the oven for just 5 more minutes. And while that's baking, slice up your avocado. Once the beans and plantains are done baking, it's taco time! So grab yourself some flour tortillas and add plenty of those black beans. Then layer on avocado, those super delicious baked maduros, and then top it off with some tangy, crunchy pickled onion. These tacos are just packed with flavor. They are absolutely delicious and so satisfying. Y'all, I am obsessed with these vegan chicken tacos. They are packed with flavor. They only take 20 minutes to make, and you can top them with whatever taco toppings you like. They have this amazing flavor from cumin and coriander and chili powder and a little bit of lemon pepper. Oh, they are so good. Let's make them. Soak your soy curls in hot water until they rehydrate, then drain and squeeze them out, kind of like a sponge. You just want to remove the excess moisture. Transfer them to a large bowl and toss them with some lime juice. The lime juice adds flavor, and it's also going to help all the seasonings stick to the soy curls. In a small bowl, mix together the cornstarch with all of the spices. Then sprinkle those over the soy curls and toss them really well to coat. Saute your soy curls over medium-high heat with a little bit of oil, just until they start to turn browned and crispy. Then it's taco time! Divide the filling between warmed corn or flour tortillas, top them with your favorite taco toppings, and enjoy! These are super easy to make. They come together in like 20 minutes, and they are so delicious. My family loves that they can add whatever toppings they want to make their perfect vegan chicken taco. I hope you enjoyed this little collection of vegan taco recipes. If you have any questions about these recipes or about eating vegan in general, drop a comment. I'm always happy to help. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. Happy cooking!